going to be making coconut macaroons. I put 3 cups of shredded unsweetened coconut, 1 cup of raw almonds. I think they're raw. Yeah, they're raw. Sometimes they're organic, sometimes they're raw organic, but these are raw. And then I have a 1/4 cup maple syrup, preferably grade B because grade B has more mineral content in it. Oh, and it's also organic. You can use regular maple syrup, it doesn't really matter, but I like to get more bang for my buck. I also have vanilla extract, maybe a tablespoon of that, or teaspoon, depending on how vanilla-y that you want it. And I have Ceylon cinnamon that I'm just going to add a dash of that. You can also use almond extract if you like, it's optional. So my food processor is very dirty because I use it daily and I just got done using it about a couple hours ago. And I didn't want to clean it because it still had some chocolate and chia seeds and stuff in it, which would be good to mix with this too. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna put the almonds in first. My lid. There. I did clean the lid. So I'm gonna get that all ground up first. So it shouldn't be a powder, but it's just a little crumbly. I don't know if you can see it. It's between powder and like chunks of almonds. So you start with that. And then I'm gonna add the coconut. Actually, I'm not gonna do all of it. I'm just gonna save some, see how it blends. Mix that. And that's quite a lot. Maybe, let's see how it turns out. Okay, and then I'm going to add my maple syrup, 1/4 cup maple syrup. And probably about a teaspoon of vanilla. I like it more vanilla-y. I don't measure typically. I just wing it. This is almond, optional. That's totally optional to use almond flavored syrup. A dash of cinnamon, not a whole lot of that. And then mix that. And it should be a little bit sticky. As you can see, it's not completely loose. It might need a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more maple syrup. Blend that up. So, get rid of that. When you're done mixing them, they should be moist enough, to form balls. Or you can make them the shape of eggs and cover them with chocolate. So I guess you could melt down some chocolate chips, or I have Lily's sugar-free chips, which I could melt down. I can also, I make my own chocolate, so I might make some chocolate, because my son likes them covered with chocolate. So I might just do that. So once you form these balls, you can put them in the refrigerator and they should last about a week, depending on who's eating them. But they'll last a while. You should probably cover them. I'll put them in a glass container with a lid. And oh, I also added some salt, which I added the salt to my coconut before I put it in, and I forgot to mention that. I added probably about, I did not touch my face, I just moved my hair with my knuckle. About, say, for this amount, probably about a teaspoon of sea salt, or Himalayan, I think it's Himalayan sea salt. You can add that. So I'm gonna finish these up, and I'm gonna try and make some chocolate so my son can eat them tonight after dinner. And you can always lick your hands. Maybe that's not a good idea at this time. I'm not gonna do that. Plus I don't wanna eat right now. These is, I bought I forget what brand it is. I think maybe it's Lily's. Lily's makes a coconut macaroon, and I know they're like 5, 6, 7. I don't know how much they're expensive. Well, it's under 10 bucks, but to me, I figure, hey, I can make them for a lot cheaper than they sell them. So why not? Enjoy. Chocolate. So I have a half a cup of cacao powder. I use this brand. A half a cup of coconut oil. And it is raw extra virgin. Make sure it is unrefined. You don't want the refined stuff. So I put it in here and then I melt it on the stove on low. So I'll add the coconut oil, melted coconut oil, half a cup of the cacao powder. Either order. I think I usually put the cacao powder in first. A dash of cinnamon. Okay, that was cayenne pepper. A dash of cinnamon, or should I say cayenne pepper? Oh. And then a little bit of salt. Himalayan salt this is. And mix that up. And you could sift it. Sometimes you can sift the cacao powder. It will make for a chocolate without lumps. Most of my lumps usually come out. And then for a sweetener, I use 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. And grade B, again, has more minerals in it. So I'll just mix that up, and then I might put it in the refrigerator for maybe 5-10 minutes till it gets a little bit less runny, and then I'll dump it on these, and they will taste just like Almond Joy. They're so good, and they're very addicting. So you want to get a consistency of, these aren't working. They're not working. What am I missing? You're supposed to form like little balls.